Hello, good afternoon. It's Ishi here. So I'm inside my caravan on the southeast coast. So I'm in Clacton, yeah? So I've been here for a few days now just for a relaxing break with the wife and kids. And today I just thought I'd bring my video to you guys. And today it's going to be on the psychology of weight loss, yeah? So what am I talking about here? What I'm saying is that there's an important psychological element to weight loss. Yeah, you could say that there's a huge amount of psychology when it comes to weight loss. Um, some of the most important points I'm going to be talking about. I'll be talking about a few points here. So the first one is, okay, look, we're all sitting at the table. I use example this morning. So my wife and my two kids. My kids are 12 and 13, so teen and preteen, girl and boy, so they got big healthy appetites, so they obviously love their food, yeah? So at breakfast time it was baked beans. Now baked beans are usually, right, they're loaded with with sugar and salt, so they're quite rich in carbohydrate. We had hash browns because the kids love, the potato starches. Hash browns, beans, toast, fish cakes, which is another potato starchy type snack, and fish fingers, yeah, breaded. So now the issue is that we assume that when we sit at the table we all have to eat the same thing, yeah. Guys, we don't all have to eat the same thing, yeah. And one thing, this is one thing I've realized is what it is. It's about spending time with each other, isn't it? Yeah. The most important thing is time, yeah, with each other as a family. So quality time. So what is it that we actually want to eat at the table is, right, so I had 1 spoon of baked beans because I like the taste of them, but obviously I have to keep that down to a minimum, yeah. I had some lower carb bread because normal bread is around 17 to 20 carbohydrates per slice. That's a big lorry going by. Now that's a lot of carbohydrates, isn't it? You have 2 slices and you've already hit 30 carbs, yeah, 30 grams. So I've got this lower carb bread in the UK. It's I won't give brands. No, it's a lower carb bread. You can get it from Sainsbury's, Morrison's, a few other places, and it's about 10 grams of carbs per slice. Now in terms of the keto, that's still quite high, but I'm on a lower carb diet, isn't it? Yeah. So what it is, so I had 2 slices of that with loads of butter on it, fats. If you remember in the previous videos, I'm talking higher fats, medium protein, and lower carbs, yeah. So 2 slices of that, 1 spoon of baked beans, 2 fish fingers because obviously some fish there, although it's a bit breaded, and then I just had 1 hash brown, yeah. And that was it. And they were all like loading up on their carbs and stuff, but they're youngsters. Look, it's their life. I'm not here to judge their life, yeah. For me, I reached a certain stage in my life where I started to get bloating, feeling overweight, just feeling listless, lethargic, and less energy. So I know when that happens to me, I know exactly where I am and what's going on. So I have a tendency to cut back, start exercising, and all those kind of things. So yeah, so the psychology of eating. So you're at the table, but you don't all have to eat the same food. That's the first major point. Yeah. Right, the second major point is, when you link that to intermittent fasting, that's my last video. So if you watch that, that's, intermittent fasting, just a brief recap, is you start eating late morning or as much into the afternoon as you can eat. So yesterday we ate around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Today it was around about 12 o'clock. Yeah. Because what your body's doing is that it's clearing out all of its all the junk that you've had from the previous day. So it's clearing out all the toxins and stuff. It's like finishing off food digestion, and yeah, so your body's in a good state. And just break your fast with some water. So I tend to have some water of some green tea, which is really nice. A nice detoxing thing. That's another one. green tea or apple cider vinegar. I put a teaspoon of that in some water and drink that. So that's really good. Yeah. And exercise. I mean, I'll explain more about exercise later on, but so you've got intermittent fasting, your lower carb, and your exercise. Now, I used to like jogging, but I don't do it so much because my joints are achy and it's a bit painful. I'll do it now and then, but really, what you want to do is something that's called high intensity training, HIIT. Yeah, and high intensity training is where you're doing 5 or 6 6 exercises 3 times ideally. So that's 3 Tabatas it's called. There's an app on Google Play Store that you can get called Tabatas. It's really good. It just sits on your phone, and you can basically it times you to exercise for a minute, and then you have 30 seconds rest, exercise for a minute, 30 seconds rest. Yeah. And the Tabatas you got so the ones I'm doing is like using my own core weight. Yeah. So I'm doing press ups, I'm doing sit-ups, I'm doing back raises, I'm doing tricep dips because I was in a caravan, so I don't have any weights or anything. I'm just using my own core weight. I'm doing knee lifts, so that's 5, and you could do some jumping jacks or something like that. Yeah, so you got 6 exercises. You do for a minute at high intensity, 30-second break in between, and then you do that 3 times. And mate, I'm telling you, that's about 30 minutes, and you're well sweaty then, and you've worked your body really well. And the good thing about high intensity training is that it increases your metabolism, and also what it does is that it keeps your metabolism at a higher rate for the next 48 hours, where if you do something like a long jog, half an hour, 40 minutes or an hour, it just builds up loads of lactic acid in your body. Yeah, and then you need to drink loads of water to clear that and stuff, and you'll lose some weight, but not much. You lose a lot more weight. So today I've spoken about the psychology of weight loss, of sitting at the table with the family but eating what's good for you. We've spoken about intermittent fasting, so linking it into that, and we've spoken about exercise. Now I'll expand more upon exercise on a later video, but I hope that's really been useful, guys. Yeah, and I'll speak to you soon. So this is Ishi out, and don't forget to subscribe and press a like button, because that'll help other people down the road as well. Yeah, cheers guys, have a lovely day. Cheers, bye.